So for this exercise, you need a pad of paper, like on an easel or a whiteboard or a chalkboard, and then you write these two words and make two columns, well and not well, and put a line down the middle of the page. And then you ask the teens to kind of free associate, to shout out words that they associate what comes to mind when they think of either well or not well. What are some adjectives that would describe a person who's well or not well? They could think of themselves or just think in general. And so this is actually, we recreated this list here. This is a list that actually came from a recent group we did with teens. And this is what they put up there. This is what came to their mind. It's kind of fun because they kind of spark each other, and done this obviously several times. And of course, the list is always going to be different. So once you gather your list and can just get as many on there as you want, then the teaching that you can do with this, that really is the best part of this, is that you can immediately see the parallel here between the illness wellness continuum, which is in their workbook for session 2. And you could just imagine the line down the center is the neutral point, and then on sliding down the left side of the continuum, the words that are over there, to lesser and then greater degree of intensity or stuckness with each of those things on the left side, and then on the right side of the neutral point, the line is the wellness and awareness, education, and growth. And again, the connection that whatever we pay attention to is what will grow. How does a person, get those list of attributes? How does those don't just happen? Those are habits. Those are practices. Those are choices. People have to pay attention to that to proactively grow it. And then again, it shows that well is very different than being at the line in the middle. Well is much more than just not being not well. The other point I'd like to teach is, and I use myself as an example when I teach this point, is that there's two ways I can find myself over on the left side of this well not well continuum. Meaning that anybody can be over there temporarily or momentarily or have a bad day, but I'm saying if I'm kind of stuck over there in a chronic way, there's two ways I can get there. One is I'm perfectly capable of putting myself there through the choices that I make or don't make. I can become all those things and manifest all those things on that side of the well not well. But I can also find myself over there because life throws me over there. Hard things happen, and this can be actually really helpful for maybe some teens in your wellness circle who are in the midst of a crisis or have had a crisis in their life that is no making of their own. It could be anything. It could be related to a health crisis in a family member. It could be family discord or family conflict or real family difficulty, financial difficulties. Could be problems in their community if they live in a neighborhood that's experiencing a crisis around crime or violence or poverty, or life happens and bad things happen to good people, and so we can find ourselves over there because life throws us over there. Either way, the process of the Teen Wellness Circle is first, do honest self-assessment. If I'm over there, I'm over there. Now, but that's not the end of the story by any means. It's the first step of saying I want to, start moving myself over to the right side by creating some next steps, by creating some choices that will help me to move over to the right side. So then the other point I'd like to make, and this list shows it too, is that you will almost always get things that help illustrate the point from session 1 about whole person wellness, because you'll see things on this list that are, in whatever list they come up with, that relate to multiple areas of the compass. And so that's good to point out. It's certainly not just care for the body. There's emotional, there's relational, there can be school, there can be stress resilience, it can be rest and play, it can be spirituality. The things that are up here can point to those different areas. So that's just a little bit of this new exercise we've been using and how we use it. And if it fits for you and you want to try it out, go ahead and do it.